What up?
What
What
up,
up,
though?
though?
What up, though?
Ain't too much. How you, brother?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Gonna be going off the track a little bit tonight. I mean, our regular show is tomorrow, but we got something that we're gonna spark off today. You know what I mean? It's like no better chance. There's no point in waiting till tomorrow what you can gladly do today. Feel me?
Fact.
So this is what we got here. Now we had throughout the past week or two, what I mean, a lot of us in the MC world done we didn't experience a lot of let's say posts, TikTok posts, Facebook posts, Facebook group discussions about the man we about to talk about tonight by the name of Black Dragon.
Right. Right.
Now everybody that's on the MC scene, they know Black Dragon from doing the Biker News Network. A lot of them know him because he was in the movie Biker Boys, a technical advisor for that. But he's been on the set for well over 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a part of an organization by the name of Black Sabbath MC. Now, that man has put that club on the map, in my opinion. Because he's been a trailblazer.
Agreed.
Been out here on this slab for a long time. So what's been going on is that there was a letter that was circulating around, and I got a copy of the letter. But it basically says that this man, who is, like I said, did 30 plus years in this organization, lifer in all counts, was kicked out bad. And then they went across and said that he was never a member of the club. Now, I don't know about you, but how does a man be in a club for 30 plus years, but he was never a member?
Sounds like a fairy tale to me, but I don't know.
I mean, how was he a national president if he wasn't a member?
Good question.
How did he retire and come back and become a regional, but was never in the club? Don't make a
You
lot of
know
sense,
what?
right?
It don't. It don't.
Right. So as my man Michael Basin say, there's some frabbernacle bull going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to dive into this one because I'm interested.
See, now there's been a lot of stuff going back and forth. Like I said,
All
there's been
right.
a lot of TikTok posts down on this man for various reasons. Try to say the man never probied, man was never in the club. Bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? It was a bunch of stuff, and basically it keeps going on because you got more people that's jumping into this and putting their 2 cents in it, and then you have people who don't even know the man put their 2 cents in it, which is making it worse. Okay, so I received a letter tonight, 3 pages from a member in their chapter, in their club, by the name of Big Cookie. And he was of their Maryland chapter. And I will say that right now he is currently under suspension. But
Oh wow.
even being up under suspension doesn't take away what the man knows.
Right.
So he sent this letter, and I'm reading it, and there's a lot of stuff involved in this letter, which kind of sheds the light on some of the stuff dealing with Dragon, because from my understanding, this is one of the things that Dragon was bringing up, which in turn caused the spectacle that we've been seeing for the past 2 weeks.
Right.
So basically, from what I see, is that somebody stood 10 toes down on something, and he got blackballed. So
Sounds like the normal thing that happens.
right, right, and it has there's a lot of stuff in this letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna read you this letter.
All right.
I'm gonna read you this letter, and it's I'm gonna read it exactly from what it says. I'm not gonna take no words out of it. I'm not gonna add nothing to it. I'm gonna read to you exactly what this says. Okay.
All
So,
right.
like I said, we're not gonna stay on here long. I'm gonna read this letter. We're gonna talk about this for a minute, and then we're gonna the ones that I see that the comment board lighting up over here. So
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all coming out this late night to watch this, and I hope
Absolutely.
you go on and pass it on so everybody else can watch this as well, because the truth has to come out. It's gonna come out eventually. You know what I mean? So while we sitting here, dogging this man and putting a knife in his back, at least we need to know all the information. That's the reason why they're doing what they're doing. Now, this ain't all of it, but from
No.
what I'm reading right here, it's a pretty good bit. It's a pretty good bit. Okay, so let me read this. Like I said, this letter comes from Big Cookie, who was a former sergeant at arms of the Maryland chapter. Black Sabbath MC. So let's read it. So it seems that whistleblowers are coming forward to speak against Black Sabbath MC and some of the underhanded tactics that have all allegedly been involved since they have gone public with their attempted ruthless beheading of our former national president, Black Dragon. They have framed him to hide a pedophile. A suspended member of the club who was punished in an 18-month suspension and fined thousands of dollars without a trial for trying to fix the Maryland chapter's myriad of problems said. It doesn't surprise me that they are trying to damage Black Dragon's reputation. He tried to go against these so-called Masons who have taken over our club, and they have gotten rid of him just like they have gotten rid of me. This started when a Mason, Dave Devil Durman, patched over his Masonic riding club into Black Sabbath and launched the Maryland chapter a few years ago. He represented that his reasoning for crossing over was that his black brother, Paul Lasat McFadden, had been unfairly treated by his fellow white brother Masons simply because he was black. He was denied a promotion, which would have made him one of the most senior Black Masons ever in a mostly white organization. Because of this radical prejudice, Dave Devil Durman wanted to leave that order and take his chapter with him. He contacted legendary Black Sabbath East Coast Regional President, Black Dragon, and approached him with the idea of patching his riding club over. Black Dragon accepted them, and based on the lie he was told, introduced them to the nation, where they were eventually patched over and became the Frederick, Maryland chapter. Dave Devil Durman became the president, and Paul Lasat McFadden became the VP. What was not discovered until later was the true nature of why they left their former Masonic RC after Lasat, who had transitioned to president, started abusing a Frederick chapter prospect and threatened to kick him out. The prospect decided to do an in-depth background check on him. That background check revealed that the Maryland chapter president of the Black Sabbath MC, Paul Lasat McFadden, had pled guilty to sexual misconduct with two 15-year-old minors who had been students at a high school. Turns out that Lasat had taken two female students to his brother's house and asked one of the female one of the 15-year-olds to place his in their mouth. She began, but then stopped. He asked the second 15-year-old to put a condom on him, but after the attempt failed, he then took the girls back to school. This was the true reason he had been denied his promotion within the Masonic Order and thrown out for lying on his application. He was blackballed, which is the worst thing for a Mason, and not that Devil had represented Black Dragon when he first contacted him to patch the RC over. Mind you, I'm reading word for word. I'm not adding nothing. As Sergeant at Arms, I tried to eliminate the scourge around this nation, followed by the bylaws, and was immediately rebuffed and threatened by President Lassat. The other members, like the National Secretary, Derek Hardcore Bashir, and Dave Double Dermot, immediately circled the wagons and found myself written up on dozens of charges, including a charge for actually attempting to charge the pedophile, which was my right to do as a Sergeant at Arms. At one point, I challenged the National Secretary, Derek Hardcore Bashir, to a fight which was allowed in our bylaws. I was written up and charged with insubordination for that as well. Ultimately, I was given a $3,200 fine and suspended for 15 months without a trial. I have included the charging documents in this attachment, which he did. I requested my trial to have been waited over 8 months now to get it, but before that happened, I went to Black Dragon, who had came out of retirement at the request of East Coast chapters to solve many issues. Furious when Black Dragon attempted to right the ship and restore order by bringing proceedings to remove this person in leadership positions, these people moved against him, along with the national president, Curtis Ryder Dahill, to oust him as regional president. They removed him from office without a trial and suspended him for 6 months. They removed him from all club communication boards and refused to allow him to wear his colors. They put out a message to the club that he was too dangerous to be on the board or go to trial. He attended the 2023 Proc convention wearing Black Sabbath t-shirt, but no cut, and spoke before thousands of people as a featured guest. No one knew the terrible truth as to why he was without his colors. The national president then went further to silence all opposition. He removed all Black Sabbath regional presidents from the nation without trial. The Sergeant at Arms left the Black Sabbath, and the national president wouldn't allow a vote to go forward to replace him. When the Frederick chapter tried to free itself from being under the pedophile and elect a new president, Red Bull, the national gathered his committee to remove Red Bull from office without trial and punish him by now allowing him to run for office for 18 months. This kind of punishment isn't anywhere in Black Sabbath bylaws. They suspended the chapter executive board and placed the chapter under rule of the Atlanta chapter hundreds of miles away. This caused most of the chapter to step away and lay down their colors. All of this to keep them under the rule of this president who didn't even have a motorcycle because his motorcycle had been repossessed and still does not own one currently. Why? Because the votes with the national president and helps him maintain control. For his reasoning, the national president has joined forces with a group of secretive Masons to exert power over the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club and protect this person, establish a brotherhood within a brotherhood. They have hamstrung the Maryland chapter and threatened to throw anyone out of the club without a trial who disagrees with them, like they have done Brother Black Dragon. While National President Ryder Da breaks all MC protocol to publicly call Black Dragon a liar, release fake documents, and saying that he has never been in the club, and announced some sham 10-year investigation into his background to destroy his reputation, his business, and his credibility. Why don't they do the simple investigation with real paperwork against the person that they're protecting, who's backed their president, their political agenda, against the democratic will of his chapter? this investigation wouldn't take 10 years, probably wouldn't take 10 minutes. Although I hate what I've done in exposing the internal club business to the outside world, I will not stand by and destroy the reputation of a good man who has built the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation with his blood, sweat, and tears. He gave us all a home, as most people who join the club because of his work on social media. Plus, right is right. And I won't be a part of an organization that harbors child molesters. I suggest that until Black Sabbath MC expels this quote, pedophile, Paul Lasat McFadden, from our ranks, and Devil Dave Durman, who brought him, as well as the national president Curtis Ryder Dahill, who protects them all, that all MCs treat my club with the same disdain as they would treat any other molester that was treated in prison. So who really is the liar? Is it John, our national club president Curtis Ryder Dahill? I will answer any questions. The paperwork included doesn't lie. These are receipts, not that garbage that they've been posting on Facebook and TikTok about Black Dragon. My paperwork is included with this attachment. Signed, Big Cookie, Sergeant at Arms on suspension, Frederick, Maryland chapter. So I read to you word for word as to what I received. Okay. Now, unmute yourself and tell me your thoughts.
First and foremost, appreciate it for having an opportunity to come on again. Second off, paperwork never lies. Number doesn't lie, don't lie either. So what I will say is, for all the bandwagoners that were out there that was jumping on Black Dragon's case, if you don't know the man, the myth, the legend himself, if you haven't done any research on any case, you know what I'm saying, before you start opening your mouth, you probably shouldn't do it. This right here is, I wasn't expecting this tonight at all. You didn't, I don't, you didn't threw me for a loop. Now I heard the speculations and things of that nature, but it's just like, I mean, of course I didn't believe it, but dude, I don't know where to go from here, dude. I don't know what to say. I'm really lost.
I didn't think so either. But like I said, now the man came with receipts.
Yeah.
So you can't call the man. One thing that you can't call the man is a liar right now, because like I said, the man came with receipts. Now, like I said, this is the letter that was sent. But I also got everything here from when he was talking about what he was charged with, all the for the $3,200 and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
All that paperwork, along with more paperwork that backed up what he was saying about the whole molestation thing. The man came with receipts. He came with all of it. You know what I mean? And he didn't mind putting these names out here.
Yo, that's the part. That's the part. That's when it's okay to name drop. Right here. Prime example. Give it up. Straight up.
You know, so like I said, so not only did he come with the receipts, he come with the letter, but he dropping serious names here. You know what I mean? So like I said, I done had a couple conversations with Black Dragon in the past week. And one thing that I will say that he has said to me is that he was hurt by all this.
Absolutely.
Because he feels that his name was drugged through the mud unnecessarily. That he was, you know, and I kind of feel for him on that spec, because don't nobody just give 30 plus years to something that they don't love to do.
Facts.
You know, so even with the position that he held or whatever, he still put 30 plus years in it. You know what I mean? He out here on this slab. Now, I seen somebody put something on here about Masons don't act that way. You're absolutely right.
Right.
Now, for those who don't know, I'm a 32nd degree Mason all day, every day. And now I know for a fact that ain't how this go. And if the right person knew about this, that whole situation would be dealt with. He would no longer be a Mason because that's not what we stand for. Now, when I first read this and I seen the title across it and it started talking about that, that's what got me a little bit more into this, because, you know, not only am I putting this out here because it was what's mine, Sonic Brotherhood, that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been there for well over 30 years. That's me. You know what I mean? You're not gonna drop nothing on that. You know what I mean? So, you know, if he was in a situation where he didn't get promoted because of the white ones, then he should have joined Chris Hall and stay out there international shit. That's what he should have did. You know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happens when you want to mingle with the white folks. You know what I mean? When you could have joined Chris Hall and you wouldn't have had to worry about that. But that ain't what you did. So now here's my problem though.
Yeah.
So you got a week and a half of all this stuff that's been going on. Okay. So, you know, like the thumbnail I put out here, sex lies and BS.
Yeah.
Because it seems like one thing was done to try to cover this up. So if you frame the man and you put this stereotype out like this dude ain't who you say he is, he this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? That's not for me to decide who this man is. You know what I mean? I judge this man based on how he come to me.
That's right.
You know, I don't care what he done. I don't give a damn if he didn't probe me 30 years ago. That ain't my damn problem. You know what I mean? I don't care.
The
But
body
then
of work.
Exactly. One of the things that I heard was that, oh, well, he slipped through the cracks.
How?
Slipped through the cracks. How you slip through the cracks for 30 plus years?
How you slip through the cracks? Not only that, but how you slip through the cracks and become a national president?
Exactly. How does that work?
So are you saying that he slipped through the cracks, became a national president, author, writer, all of these things? So does that mean that the organization that he so highly speaks of and puts on his back is a fraud?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. Well, you know, somebody just put something on here that made a lot of sense. You see that? Just feeds into the conspiracy BS. That's exactly what it is.
It does.
What it is. And you know, and the thing that kills me the most about this, and I put this on a post on one of these group posts the other day that I seen on there. It kills me that you have people on here. Now, mind you, that man has over what 500,000 subscribers on his channel.
Absolutely. Yep.
Now, you know, probably about 250,000 of them probably don't even like his ass, for real. Let's keep it 100. They probably don't even like his ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people come at him left and right all the time because they don't like what he say. You know what I mean? That's all a part of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People gonna heckle you, people gonna talk trash about you, people ain't gonna like you, whatever.
Yep.
But when you start seeing TikToks videos where you sitting there and you calling the man out his name, you know what I mean? I don't mean like you sitting there spreading something on him, but you calling the man out his name though. You know what I mean? Using racial epithet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some more things that I don't want to say because I don't want YouTube to hit me on it.
That's correct.
You know, why would you do that? And then you sit there and you look at these posts, and these people on it were like, "Oh man, I didn't like him anyway." Well, he probably did do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I watch his show, but hell, he don't be talking about nothing. He a perpetrator. He lying about this. He lying about that. Mostly people don't even know this man.
Never met him a day in their life.
You know what I mean? But you go through the rumor mill though. And that's the thing. People have a problem with whatever you hear, you run with. Instead of doing your proper investigation and find out for yourself what's going on, what the truth is from the lie. You know what I mean? Because they always say it's his truth, and then it's the
And
actual.
then the three-way.
You know what I mean?
Three-way.
So to a lot of you ones that's sitting on there on Facebook, yeah, I'm Archbishop. Yeah, I'm the one that put the messages out there. I'm the one that called some of y'all some crab in the barrel ass niggas. I did say it. You know what I mean? I'm the one that said it. And I mean my whole heart. Because I sat there and I watched and looked at these messages on there, and y'all sitting here down on a man that you don't even know. Down on the man you didn't even know. You don't even know the dude that was down on him. You didn't even know him.
Nope.
But just because he said it, you went with it. Where the loyalty at? Where the loyalty at amongst brothers? Where the brotherhood?
It ain't nothing, bro.
Where the brotherhood? Where the loyalty? Where's the integrity? Because that's what a lot of them's lacking right now. Integrity.
Honor, respect.
Right. I mean, do anybody know what that means anymore? How many times have I said this on numerous shows? You talk about brotherhood, loyalty, integrity. These are words that's spoken by people that was out here putting in this work to defend something. These people use it as a punchline. This right here clearly shows that what I said was true. Y'all killing the set. Y'all killing the set on this bullshit. Killing it. You know what I mean? Now this man done put these words out here. Now, do I agree with the fact that he put your business out there? Not for me to call. Now I know that if it was on mine, if he was in my club, I would say, you know what? That's a straight bullshit. You shouldn't have put our business out there like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, but I see in this letter that was put out that he wasn't speaking for himself for the most part. What he was doing was telling the story as to what's going on, and this is the reason why they blackballing Dragon.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, I know they're gonna come after me. I know they may not come, you know what I mean? I may not go back. Okay, cool. I may not want to go back. Y'all may expel me forever, ban me forever. Okay, cool. But at least I'm gonna put the truth out.
That's right.
You do.
That's right. That integrity word right now. You ain't gonna make me lose my integrity over what I know in my heart to not be true. And I'm not gonna stand for it.
Right. And that's exactly what, and you're exactly right, Lavish. I mean, people jump on a bandwagon of negativity all the time. You know, that day, the other day when I put that post, when I put that message on that post, that somebody was on there, man, it was hundreds of posts on there.
Right.
And I'm sitting there reading them, and I'm like, man, ain't nobody protecting this man on here. Nobody. Everybody going through it. So I dropped the post. Within like an hour, it was like 60 likes and like 20 messages, and everybody like, yeah, man, I knew it was some crazy shit going on. Yeah, I knew it was this going on. I knew it was that going on. Why didn't y'all do that before I put this out there? You know what I mean?
Bandwagoners.
Wait for somebody to put it out there, and then when you put it out there, then you go on with it. Like, come on, man.
No backbone to stand up for the man.
I mean, ain't that what integrity means? I'm gonna do the same thing to your face as I would if you wasn't there. That's integrity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Integrity alone speaks volumes about people. Now, how many times have you know, and I know you know somebody done this, that'll come back and tell you something that somebody done said about you, and the first thing you say is that, okay, what'd you say? And they'll be like, oh man, I ain't say nothing. I just listened to what they were saying. But you come back and tell me though. And you knew what was going on. You knew the truth behind it. So why didn't you just stand up right there and say, nah, bro, that's wrong. That ain't how they went. And put the truth out there.
You got no backbone, man.
Right, because some of you scared. Period.com, you're scared.
Hey, what we call it when we had you on KSD, I think we said tender dicks and simp behavior.
Right. You know, I mean, it don't make sense. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit on here long, but I done got tired of every time I go on, this is what I see.
Yeah.
I get tired of everybody calling me and asking me because they know that we do the shows and all this other stuff. And they know I know the man.
Yeah.
And be like, man, did you hear about what happened? Man, that's crazy, man. Did you think, man, that ain't true? You know what I mean? I'm tired of sitting here having to defend somebody. I mean, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm defending the man because I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I done had conversation with the man.
Yep.
You know, when the man's sitting there on the phone telling me, like, man, I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm not saying nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not going on here ramping. I ain't going on a rampage saying nothing. I ain't putting nobody out there, which I could.
Absolutely.
Not. I could put them out there, but I'm not going to put them out there. You know, but you got everybody else doing it. You know what I mean? They even sit here talking about, okay, they're going to jump on somebody's show and do like a full interview. For real, bruh? For real? What you gonna talk about? What you gonna talk about? Tell you what, bet you don't talk about this. Bet you don't talk about this.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So if you want to go on there and talk, or you want to go on somebody's show and talk about this. Put some receipt on this because this man already got it out there and he just showed it.
Yeah.
I got it all. You see these pages? I got it all, my friend. I got it all. Talk about that shit. Yeah, talk about that shit. You know what I mean? Talk about how you, you know what I mean? Like, you know what the hell was going on and you still let that shit rock. You still let
How many
rock.
years? How many years has this been going on, man?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Because this happened a little bit, this happened a little while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happened a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was before he even got in the club. And then he was in the club for a good little while because he became the president later on. Because remember, he was the VP,
Right.
then he became the president. So he was there for several years. And if I'm not mistaken, he's still in the club right now. Or maybe they just put him out just now.
Yeah. Just now. Yeah.
Because they knew this shit was coming out.
Yeah.
They knew, and they hid it. You know what I mean? And then you sit there and you blackball somebody and you blackball another dude because they knew about it. But you know what the sad thing about all this is? And I say this all the time. And I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. And then I'm gonna close this out. Don't never lie on me when I know the truth about
you. Mic drop.
So we're gonna let it be what it be. All right. I put it out there. It is what it is. But since y'all gonna go out there and have your little talks and your little videos and your little TikToks and you want to do your little shows or whatever, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about how you knew about this and ain't do nothing. Let's talk about how you knew this and ain't do shit.
Yep. It's amazing to me, man. I mean, it's and what angle and what are you getting out of lying? What are you doing throwing BD in the mix, trying to discredit everything he done did for and on the set for what? For your credibility? But your credibility is built on what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to make it make some sense because you, me, several other guys, we talk about the set a lot. We talk about how it's watered down a lot. And I don't even know what category this is in. This ain't even watered down. This is just bitch assness.
To the fullest. To the fullest. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's out there. You know what I mean? They put the letter out there, was talking about BD. This man done put a letter out there to the contrary. You know what I mean? So now the story ain't whether BD probed 30 years ago
Don't matter.
or the fact that, he out bad because, he said something about this and, a couple other things that he done spoke up about,
It don't
and
matter.
that usually happen in the clubs. You know what I mean? They don't like the ones who know more than they do. You know what I mean? They don't like the ones that got a little bit more clout than they do. So it is what it is. But like I said, it's out there. It is what it is. Black Dragon, I hope y'all get whatever y'all gonna get going. Get it fixed.
My bad.
No problem. Y'all fix whatever need to be fixed over there. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was you, I wouldn't even think about going back there.
No.
Not at all. You know what I
No.
mean? Because anybody that stabbed me in my back like that, never. Now I'm gonna say this one last word and then I'm gonna shut this off. Somebody told me a while ago, you never put evil on nobody. But when you see it, fear it not. Because once your enemy can never be your friend. So I'm gonna close out. Black Dragon, stay up. Big Cookie, appreciate you. And everybody else, holla at your boy. Peace.